fucking episode. This episode. I feel like nothing happened in this episode, but the bits that did, oh, I just fucking loved them. They were incredible. Like, this whole episode just focused on Komugi and the Ant King himself. And oh my god, was this just such a really deep and emotional episode, I found. Like, I feel like that was all the episode was about, but still the bits that they had, because it's just like the freaking the Ant King and Komugi are just so fucking interesting. Like, Meruem is just a fucking badass. Like, he's an absolute fucking badass. So the episode starts off with Komugi, like, and besides, they confirmed what her name was in this episode. So that's why I'm just saying it. Like, her name was confirmed in this episode. And pretty much, she is pretty much exhausted. I think she's been going for like 2 days straight or something. Like, she's been going like straight since like the king has got his arm repaired, and she's exhausted. And actually, the king's saying, "Yo, you know what? At this point, he's gonna like take 2 more matches. At this point, she's so exhausted, and the king's gonna win. That's what the butterfly dude's thinking. Which I think his name was Poth, Bapoof or something like that. It was like that was a short name for it. But Meruem forces her to take a break for like half a day since he wants to win fairly. And I was like, wow, like really? Like, he wants to feel like, he was the superior one in this match. And, I was actually surprised because the butterfly dude was really worried that this girl was a threat, but he can't kill her. Like, he looked like he was going to get his hand over and kill her. But it's like, since the king will always be branded as a loser, he just got really upset, saying, like, I can't do that. I can't take that away from the king. And he starts like breaking down crying. This guy just cried the entire episode. It's like, you really love your king, don't you? He even goes at the point that goes crazy, starts playing the violin. He's like, oh, I'm gonna kill myself once the king has taken over the world. And this guy is fucking serious about this. And then the bit that I felt this was like the tiniest bit of the episode with Gon and Knuckle, Killua, rest of them, and they plan to get their way into the palace. And I think it was like what they said is that they got 2 days left to the election, and Gon, Killua, and Ikalgo are the ones to go first. If you don't know Ikalgo is the octopus guy. It only took me wait a minute, that guy's his name. Like, 'cause I really don't honestly care for the Ikalgo guy. I don't really, not too big fan of the octopus. Meloran, he looks like a freaking beast though. Like, with that invisibility shit, that was sick. But they're thinking either Palm is either dead or she got canned. They even said, "Yo, God, you focus on this mission full on straight, because if you think even for a second or try and like get distracted for a second, you could cost us the mission and we could all die." And pretty much like it goes back to like just the awesomeness of fucking Meruem in this episode, where the Booth actually wants to move up the post like selection stuff for his soldiers, and Meruem is so fixated on Gungi, he does not give a shit. He's just like, do whatever you want. You could take the freaking throne. I want to play Gungi right now. He's so fixated. He said, I don't give a shit. Do whatever the fuck you want. And then even as well, Neferupito's got some eyes since it saw about Morel's ability, and it looks like she really wants to fight him. And it's like, well, it's Morel, so I don't know why you really want to fight him so much. I mean, we saw really pretty much his extent of his powers now. And it was just shocking to find that the king was enjoying Gungi now. He's actually just doing this for fun, in a way. And I don't know what happened, but when she was like awakening her Nen, like, was that actually that? Like, because she kept saying she was growing, there was like an energy around her. I guess, like, was that her like activating Nen? Is that because she's been around like the king for so long? That's what I'm guessing. Like, honestly, don't know, but she says like she's like learning new moves because she remembers everything on the board, everything that's ever happened in a match. I was like, holy shit! And the king is actually getting her to that point where she's getting even stronger and even crazier, and that was just crazy. And then even he didn't even need to know this, but he actually asked her name, which was she said Komugi, and then when she asked the same back, "What is your name?" He wonders and he asked his royal guards, "What is my name? What is it?" Like, it's like, I've got a title. That's it. I want a name, and they're saying, well, you could think you can have a name after the post-election, my lord. Like that. It's like saying my king, and then it's just sort of got to wonder that after talking about that, like after discussing all this, he starts doubting his methods and what he's been doing. He starts asking, and he wonders, maybe a child could have been like better in a certain field. Like I killed a human child, I killed this guy and that, and in certain fields I could be better than others. But he's saying, and he's like gonna say, and then he just goes crazy. And he's saying, like something strength isn't everything. And then he said, but brute strength, like brute force, is the strongest in the world, and I will be the brute force. And he's saying, no matter what, I can kill this girl. I can destroy her. She is a bug compared to me. I am the king, like that. And I was like, oh my god. Mary was on some fucking crazy shit right now. I thought he was gonna storm in there and fucking destroy her like that. I was like, oh my god, he's gone to a bit darker than whenever he went. And it was really sad because you see her and she's getting attacked by this eagle and like in her room, and it's like she's all bloody, and then you hear like the king's tone just change. He's like, why didn't you call for me? He's like, he's there like generally concerned about it, concerned about a human. He doesn't even give a shit about his royal guard, yet he's giving a fuck about Komugi. And it was really sad saying, I didn't want to bother any. He's saying, you can bother us at any time. You're an important guest to us. And she starts crying because this is the nicest thing that anyone's ever said to her. And the episode just ends amazing, like where he's just wandering and he's like there concerned, like what does he really want to do with her? Does he really just want to just play Gungi just to pass time? He's starting to gain emotions and feelings that he's never felt before, and that is making him more human. It's just so interesting to see this development with the Ant King. It's just crazy, and just overall, although I said it was just fixated on that, I just felt like that was just such a beautiful moment, like the two characters there, and it's just a really great episode in general. Like, I love that when Hunter can make me sad. Like when a series that, like, because I'm mainly a freaking action guy. I love seeing action all over the place. But when a series can get me attached to characters, with just the emotions display of that's what I love about a series. That's one thing I just love about series. For me, that was a 9 this week. 9 out of 10. Absolutely love it. And then just seeing in the end preview with like freaking seeing like Nov looking like Yozo ever from like No Longer Human with the white hair. I was like, holy shit, like what the fuck happened to him? But overall, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But that's all from me, remember. Savagezweipanda, sign out, and I'll see you guys next time.